Right, okay. So, first things first, introductions, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Virten, and welcome to what I hope will be a full playthrough, I mean, of the Friday Night Funkin' mod, the Trollge files. Now, while I could do the base game, I am much more inclined to do this. Um, because this was actually, I was never as good at the base game as I am at this, and actually, let me rephrase that. I might be worse at this, however, the practice that I have with this is the only reason why I am as good as I am at the base game. So this is kind of the first thing I really did. And while I do have an episode of The Joy of Creation that I want to finish, because I did finish it, I have yet to export it because disk space issues, and I have no idea what is taking up so much space on my goddamn hard drive. So I'm trying to figure that out while I wait, basically. In the meantime, though, I wanted to get at least something out for all of you who may or may not actually be here. Though, for those of you who are, welcome. It is really good to have you here. Now, without further ado, let me just sort of show you what we will be doing in this video. Right, so I am in fact recording. Let me show you what we are doing here. Do I have any more? No. Probably get some of that. I'll probably get some more. You are accessing the TCF files. Proceed with caution. Will do. Cursed be the man, the one who lives through his own memories. Cursed be the man, the pathetic creature that lives on yesterday. Cursed be the man, the one unable to look toward the present with his own eyes. George Williams, excuse me. And excuse my spit. I just took a walk in like 70 degree weather for roughly an hour. So, it's probably why you might have heard me talking about water earlier. I might need some of that. Config first, because believe it or not, on my own, I tried to open the keybinds menu in, hold on. Don't worry about it. The fucking song that I was stuck on, which I have also been stuck on for months at this point, and, doing so immediately crashed the fucking mod, so, we're gonna have to do that at the very beginning. In fact, that's why I'm here. I had to delete my entire save file to get back here, because you cannot actually pause or open the settings menu or anything in the middle of the song, and that was basically the only thing that I could do, because as soon as I open the game back up, I'm at the fucking cutscene that directly precedes it, and then it's just straight into the song, which I cannot currently beat as I am now. So, basically, we had to start from the very beginning in order to simply open the settings and configure my keybinds. Simple, right? Anyway, tutorial. What is dead must stay dead. I disagree. I will come back as many times as it takes. I am going to fail a lot in this. Wait and see, y'all. Also, I have good caption. Why are we zooming in on you? Okay. Okay, screen is open. And now it's not. Okay. What the hell is this? I've played this before and I still don't understand. Why does the screen almost turn directly onto its side when you play this song? I do not understand. I am sure that it is fine. Don't worry about it. Did alright. I'm missing a bit of health, that's why the health bar is actively visible. It disappears when it's full, for most of the songs at least. Or at least some of them. I want to say the first 5, including this one. Because there are 4 more after this, and then we get to... We're back here. Teramahanophobia, I was going to say, which does in fact need your health bar visible at all times, because the health cappers that pop up will try to strangle you, or your health bar really. Should you fall below the threshold that they've kind of set, you die. You simply die. And there is nothing to be done about it. You might have time to recover, you might not. It's a 50-50, and that's why I'm kind of still here, as I am, where I am. Yeah, give me one moment, I gotta get some water. Right, am I recording? I am. I get settled back in real quick. Also, I grabbed a banana because I'm so hungry.
The Trollge Containment Foundation asks for your help. Agent Blue Balls. A Trollge individual has been detected wandering in your world. Your threat level is low, but you need to be careful. A special microphone made with anti-troll protein will be sent to the mission. Dearly, Durbina.
I remember when I have wake up. Were all those voices in my head. Those terrible voices that told me to troll. All I have in my mind are memories from.
That is not me. Who am I?
When I woke up, I felt alone. Everything was so cold, so lonely. No one helped me. No one was there for me. I was so alone. But there was something I was sure. I need to find her. Oh, my dear princess. What have I done? I'm a monster. I deserve to die.
I'm gonna go put this, in the trash. Give me a moment.
Just... What?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. Alright, I'm back. Nice. I seem to have made it in time somehow. Let me pull down my sleeves though. I'm getting a little cold down here. And readjust the position. The cold material. Disregard that, by the way. Probably not. I immediately fucked that up. That's fine. I thought I saw something on the light, but no. What are you doing, smiling? Oh, we get to see his eyes now. They do not look too good. Neither does he, overall, to be honest. He is not doing too well now, is he? Oh, that is good. Notice how the health bar disappeared. Since it is full. We are not done yet, though. Not quite. There are a bit more to deal with before we are, at least for this one. I fucked that up. And that. How though?
What is the problem of you two?
None of your concern, my boy. Fucking JoJo pose, god damn it. Alright. No, that pissed him off. He does not seem to have taken kindly to that, huh?
What the hell is the problem with you two? I'm a skeleton monster aberration with a robotic voice. Why are you two not running right now? If you two don't get out of here right now, I will need to force you.
Yeah, all of that bravado, and where did it go? You kind of pissed him off, you know? Not much else to it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, he's back to that appearance, and believe me, that will change very soon. Yep, he has armed himself with an axe, and he looks very upset. I am sure that this will be fine, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. Something off of my finger. My right middle finger, by the way. Because apparently I got a phone or something on it. Don't die yet. That would be a damn shame. He looks even worse now. He looks even more upset. Where did his eyes go? He dropped the axe and, yeah.
Congratulations. You got exactly what you wanted.
Thank you.
My desires, my wishes, all my existence. None of that matters.
It does, though.
Oh yes, I finally understand. In the end, everything I needed all this time was so simple.
Is it?
Blue Ball's boy. Let's smile together. Let's do a little trolling.
Or we could not. That would be fine. I mean, to yourself, I guess. But,
3, 2, 1, go!
yeah. We ain't gonna just let that go. guarantee that it is not worth it. Nope. I literally just screwed that up. That's... Okay. I'm still alive somehow. I'm not gonna question it at this point. Just gonna take it as it is and leave it at that. By the way, I really do love these songs. I just want to mention that that I'm not really letting it play out all too much. However, this mod is the only one, aside from one song, in the entire base game that I will actually, this mod is just straight bangers throughout, as in, I have basically every song on the soundtrack in my life songs on Spotify, because all of them are just good. Like, really good, surprisingly enough. You wouldn't think Friday Night Funkin' mods would do that, but this one does. Difficulty, sound, everything about it is kind of good, except for the mechanics, I should say. They get kind of difficult, and you'll see what I mean on Terramahanophobia, where it's absolutely hell already. Don't. He's in the back as well. He's probably putting that left behind, by the way. Oh, okay, don't die here. I think those are the events that preceded this mod, like the start of this, with the Smiler, aka that guy over on the left. Because all of this is actually a part of something that the creator of the mod originally made on their, I think, own YouTube channel. So it's kind of cool. I would suggest checking it out. In fact, I'll leave a link in the description to a couple of the things that I know most about, or am most familiar with, at least, I guess I should say.
I cannot stand it anymore.
Is that saying Trollge?
Just let me suffer in peace.
Daddy?
What was that?
Daddy?
My child, where have you been?
I was just kidding a little bit. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, my dear. The important thing is that you're okay.
I love you.
Me too. My dear daughter, me too.
That is
My daughter,
bittersweet.
what did I do?
You turned someone important to her into a monster, right?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
As am I. But what is done, and there is nothing in the world with the power to change that.
Do what you came to do.
Something stuck in my teeth over here. More specifically, the damn braces in mine. Screen is getting brighter and brighter, and then, yep, we're white. I think we're destroying him, possibly? Putting him to rest, maybe? This sounds like a goodbye of sorts, right? Kind of like a goodbye or a lullaby. Sending off kind of thing. And my daughter, I know I've been the best dad in the world and for disappointing you many times. However, there is something I needed to tell you. Even if for that I have to come back from the dead again, I can't redeem my sins. There is no way to bring back the one I made suffer. So that's why I don't expect you to forgive me, but I wish you good luck with your life. Good luck, my little baby. That went so fast.
From the depths of my soul, I need to say, thank you, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man. Grief. Funny thing, huh? Envy, even. Man was going through it. And, kinda lost, huh? Oh, hold on, I forget. We have to do something here. Do I hear it? Do hear it. Right, spam it. Spam the button. Spam enter. And there we go, scrap paper. Come on stage at midnight and take your other microphone with you. Your dear friend. You are not my friend. You are not my friend. Hell no. Is my mouse even... Am I able to... Yes. Cool. Do I have to press enter again? Oh yeah, I do, I forget. I've forgotten that every time that I have reset this mod. And this is not the first
Greetings,
time,
my
but
dear
it's...
agent. You don't know how happy I'm to know you're still whole.
the first time I've done it for y'all.
Just kidding.
Like, properly.
What do I want to? It's pretty simple. I'm here for the same thing as everyone else. A rap battle.
A rap battle, huh? Is that right?
Don't be so apprehensive. We both know you can't wait for this.
I could.
Let's have fun together. Let's play a game. A fun game. Where there are winners and losers. A game that we can have fun. What do you think, my dear? Let's make a deal. All you have to do is accept.
Is that really all there is to it? There is absolutely no catch at all? Of course there is, but not that we have a choice, because if you hit reject, you're gonna play the first 4 songs over. Or past the tutorial. So the 2nd through 5th. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hit accept. Not that I have a choice when you really think about it, but hey, it's fine. I'm sure that it'll all work out in the end.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, he says? Okay. think I finally got it. Bit of apple skin, I think. Now you all remember this from my thermomanophobia video, should
Oh
you
no,
have
it
watched
looks
that.
like someone forgot to turn the lights on. Let's turn it on together.
Because this is exactly the cutscene that I was mentioning earlier at the start of this video.
Oh no, looks like we have a lighting problem. Let's take a little break.
Maybe turn it up a bit. Oh, right. I should probably use this
Today, our presenter will teach you how to fly.
as a joint popping.
Before we start, go to the blackboard. Hold on. Brought it, you can use magnets to get faster. And now, our presenter will explain how it works. Easy steps to... And now, let's call our special guest.
Who, as he was before, is terrified, and rightfully so, because he has to stare at you when your neck is not only going sideways, it is going a bit diagonally down and to the left. You should probably get that checked, my boy.
The rain is coming.
Is that so? Alright. Whatever you say, I guess. At this point, I'm just here, existing, doing things because I want to.
3, 2, 1, go!
I still really love this song. In fact, this and I think, yeah, this Technophobia, very a bit later, and I think it's 2 songs after this, plus the cutscenes. And then 1000 Agoraphobia, which I think is the very last song in this mod. Or one of basically the very last songs in the mod. Are 3 of my entire, like my favorites out of the entire soundtrack for this mod. Because there is an album soundtrack of it, all of these on, I think, Spotify and possibly SoundCloud. It's definitely on YouTube though. I'll leave a link if you want to listen to it, I guess. There are even instrumentals. This one has some of the best, by the way. This song in particular has some of the best instrumentals of any Friday Night Funkin' song that I have ever heard. Not dying. Do not die here. Thank you. I'm dead. A pixel of my fucking hat touched the threshold that the health capper said. Well, that's nice. We'll be back in just a moment here. I need to drink some water, and then I'll, head back into where I was before, I guess. Right, let me actually shut up this time so that y'all are able to listen to this, because this is a banger of a song here. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really love this song. Still one of my favorites. Even just it's not even just out of Friday Night Funkin'. This is genuinely a
3,
good
2,
enough
1,
song on its
go!
own, I would say. Also gives a vibe of you shouldn't be here, which I appreciate for what it is. It fits very well. Alright, now let me actually be quiet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, that was very close, though. Um, I cannot believe how quiet I was for all of that, too, though. I was locked the fuck in. Surprisingly enough, I was locked the fuck in. I don't usually have that kind of focus, to be perfectly honest.
3, 2,
That is
1,
probably the
go!
most quiet I've been while doing literally anything. Sometimes I can do that, as I did just then, but now let's try again. Because that was fun. Let me try to get back to the point where I wasn't full up again. Never mind. Let's try this again. fuck's sake. No, it's fine. I was never expecting to be able to beat this anyway, so I am going to call it here, and this will be part 1 of my playthrough of the Trollge Files mod. Be back in a moment, yeah? Anyway, as I said before, this is going to be the end of this episode, so thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments below. Yeah, that'll do it for part 1 of the Trollge Files mod. And, as I tend to say here on the channel, regardless of what time it is for you at the moment, morning, evening, afternoon, night, I really do hope that it is a good one. That is all for now, so I will see you in the next one. Bye.